Welcome back, everybody. I have to do some work today, so I figured I'd bring you along as we do a few things with a Blackstone 17-inch griddle. Listen to my words. Take a look at that. All right, everybody. New subscribers all the time, so hello to you. Thank you for subscribing. My name's Todd. I've been on YouTube for 13 years. Let's see, try to fill you in. So 13 years ago, there was a brand new thing called YouTube, social media. The term had never been invented yet. I didn't know what it was, and there was a thing called YouTube. I said, let's put this home video up on this thing called YouTube, and that's where it all started for me. I started doing outdoor videos, outdoor-related videos, Rocky Mountain elk hunting videos, wild game processing videos, outdoor gear reviews, and at one point I had over 40 outdoor companies that sponsored me. Even had 3 knife companies at one time, 3 outdoor knife companies that sent me cases of knives. I had potato chip companies. True story. We came home about 5 years ago. We came home from the store, family and I. There were 13 cases of potato chips on our front door. So I had all kinds of crazy things going on. But now I actually work for Blackstone. I left all that stuff behind. And the cool thing is, my YouTube channel here, my personal YouTube channel, kind of mirrors what I do in my job. My job at Blackstone, I get to do demos and projects for Blackstone's vendors. And of course, I get to film my Let's Give It a Try show for Blackstone and all kinds of cool stuff. So the Mr. Heater right there, they were one of my old sponsors back in the day, and I probably had 10 Mr. Heaters. I've given a lot away, and so if I do need a little extra heat on the porch, you know, I usually fire up one of my random old Mr. Heater models from 5 or 6 years ago. So I get absolutely bored to death with doing the same types of cooking videos over and over. I'm going to bring you along for something else, something out of the ordinary, and just tell me if you like it, if you want to see more videos like this or not. Okay, so this is a Blackstone 17-inch griddle with a hood. This is a model. Now, I don't know all the vendors, all the resellers, but I know for a fact that this is a model of 17-inch griddle with hood that is sold at the national chains of Sportsman's Warehouse and Target. Might be at other stores, I don't know. I literally just took this out of the box, screwed the legs on, and here we are. I have my Phillips head driver and my open and box wrench combination, and we should be able to easily remove the hood like so, and I can just set that down here on my 36-inch griddle, and they should be safe over here for now. But why would I remove the hood off a brand new griddle? Blackstone griddles are sold just about everywhere. As you know, they're at Walmart. Walmart is our largest reseller, but we're sold everywhere from Tractor Supply to Ace to Shields to Sportsman's Warehouse to Target to Amazon to Wayfair, and on and on and on and on. Now, one of the cool things about Blackstone is they, and when I'm saying they, I mean the company. I simply cook, I simply demo the griddles. I don't design griddles, I'm not an engineer, and I'm certainly not the vice president of operations. So if you have any suggestions, go ahead and call Blackstone with those. Don't put your comments down below. As much as I would love to, I cannot make a custom griddle for all of you. One of the cool things is Blackstone does do special partnerships, relationships, and exclusives with different resellers. One of the huge reasons why a lot of you even know who Blackstone is because of a relationship with large resellers such as Walmart. So don't ask me questions such as, why isn't this griddle sold at this store, or why is it sold at this store? Think about something like ketchup. I think it's a great example. I love Heinz ketchup. But if you go to Sam's Club, you can get 2 gigantic ketchups, 2 huge ones, like 64-ounce size in bulk packaging, and you can't get that combination anywhere else. Maybe Costco, right? You go to Walmart and you get yet another different packaging. You go to your local grocery store and you can get a smaller plastic bottle, but you can also get Heinz ketchup in a glass bottle. Okay, you have to understand, different resellers, different vendors want different things. But now that I've removed the hood from this model, it is precisely the same model that is sold at Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply. Yeah, but Todd, why is this 17-inch different than this 17-inch Adventure Ready that's sold at Walmart? You're getting into fine details that I told you not to get into, right? All right, so the griddle plate is on. Let's remove this little protector here, which covers our fuel port. Obviously, I'm going to be seasoning this griddle, so I'm going to be using lots of fuel. So I'm going to use a 20-pound propane canister, since I might be burning this thing for 45 minutes to an hour. Now you can buy Blackstone's griddle seasoning and cast iron conditioner at Lowe's, at Walmart of course, and at blackstoneproducts.com, but I'm going to be using my old standby of canola oil. I guess I forgot to mention that I'm going to be doing a video training seminar for the people over at Murdoch, so this is all going to be part of that. I'll be using this griddle in conjunction with that. So one of the cool things about my job is I get called in to do special projects. Hardware stores will call Blackstone and they'll organize where I get to do an online seminar, or I go out and go on location and do demos for their crews, etc. Okay, we are literally only 4 minutes in, and you can already see that the griddle top is starting to get that brown discoloration. That's all part of the seasoning process, okay? Eventually it's going to get brown, it might turn shades of yellow, and eventually black. So we're going to let that oil smoke off, and when you think most of the oil has smoked off, just put a little more of that oil, a little more of that griddle seasoning on there, and rub it in. Go in for a second layer. And you can continue this process 2, 3, 4, 5 times, however many times it takes you to get your griddle top colored up, blackened up, just the way you want to. And I'll also add that you'll see that those spots are slowly starting to disappear. I guess I should also put my rear grease cup on there as well, because we are going to cook some things here shortly. But also, listen to my words. This is not going to be a seasoning video. All of my Blackstone seasoning videos have received well in excess of 1 million views on YouTube. So just look them up and watch them, and I'll take you through all the small details of why you want to do this and why you want to do that. Now you can keep going as long as you want to, but once your griddle reaches a point where the majority of it is blackened over and it's got that brown, that blackened color, you want to go ahead and cook some stuff on there, okay? One thing we always like to say is throw some onions on there. Onions are inexpensive, and typically you have them laying in your kitchen. I also happen to have a little bit of bacon in our kitchen today. So we'll go ahead and cook up this bacon and onions. Later on, I'll probably incorporate it into a delicious bean and bacon burrito. But as you move these piles of bacon, onions, or potatoes, and fresh out of potatoes around your griddle top, it'll help to start seasoning those outer edges. Again, right here on YouTube, right here on my channel, and on Blackstone's channel on YouTube, just look up all of my videos and we'll go through this in fine detail. So I always recommend that you cook something loose like this up. Maybe sausage, bacon, maybe a home fry, hash brown type of meal that's messy with lots of moving parts, okay? Because that's what you want to do. I had a comment the other day from somebody who said they did the initial seasoning and then they tried to cook pancakes and it was nasty because they all stuck. And I said, oh my goodness, don't ever cook a pastry type of item as your first cook on a Blackstone, whether that's crepes or French toast or pancakes. You gotta wait till you build some seasoning with a few cooks like this. So then when your little bacon, your hash, your potato, your sausage mixture, whatever you have on there is done, just go ahead and scoop that off. Like I said earlier, I might combine this with a bean burrito later, or I might incorporate it into some tacos. Now I can just clean up those crumbs, but we will continue to let that grease, that oil, burn off the griddle top. I just ran into the kitchen. Actually, I haven't eaten lunch yet, so I grabbed some of those refried beans. We'll empty those into this container right here. I'll show you how to make an absolute killer bean burrito. This is going to be real simple, not a lot of ingredients. Just dump that bacon and onion mixture into your refried beans. And I'll mix these up all the while our griddle is continuing to smoke off the oil over there. My new griddle top is starting to look pretty, so I'm going to turn the heat down to low. I have some flour tortillas here. Of course, you can toast up your own raw tortillas if you want to, but we're gonna do the shortcut today, the cheater's method. And I admit, I wasn't planning on doing this, so I'm fresh out of cheddar cheese or any of those other cheeses, but I do have some pepper jack in the refrigerator, so that's pretty cool. Let's do some pepper jack down here. And lastly, we'll scoop some of that delicious bean, bacon, and onion mixture into our burrito. And we'll turn that to the side, fold these in, go like this, and we'll tuck that right there where the bean is for a classic burrito roll right there. Come back over to my griddle top. Again, I'm gonna wipe that down like so. Just make sure there's no crumbs on there. I have some Blackstone non-stick griddle spray here. Again, you don't have to use that. You could have Pam, olive oil spray, whatever you have. And again, low temperature being the key. Grab those burritos. I'm gonna put them seam side down on the griddle top, just like that. And of course, one of the rules of any design, graphic design, artistic design, is things always look better in threes. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so we'll see if this works. Go in there with the spatula, give these a flip. That is what you want your burritos to look like. And if you wanted a nice topping for that, maybe some Stokes green chili sauce with pork. Put that in over here. All right, it's been 5 minutes or so. You can see my green chili sauce is starting to steam there. The burritos are looking nice as well. So let's go in here and grab one. Of course, you want to go low and slow on these to get them an even toast and to make sure that all the beans, all the ingredients in that burrito cook up and are nice and hot. All right, let me get a more size appropriate cutting board in here, a little platter in here. Okay. Now, if I had cheese, which I'm fresh out of cheese, I could put some cheese on there, like I said, some cheddar cheese. But we are going to go ahead and scoop some of that green chili sauce on top of there. You could certainly sprinkle a little bit of lettuce on there, a little bit of fresh chopped cilantro as well. Grab my brand new Blackstone 7-inch chef's knife. That thing is the bomb right here. Go ahead, let's go ahead and cut into that burrito. Hear that crunch right there? Look at that. That, my friends, is an absolutely delicious Blackstone bean burrito with accents of bacon, bacon grease, onions, and of course green chili. Take a look at that. The battery for my monitor is just about ready to die out here. I think it just died out, so hopefully you can still see me in frame, folks. I forgot a fork. I left it at the house, so we're gonna go like this, old man style or animal style. I am old man and I'm an animal as well. So here we go, let's give it a try. I gotta continue with my work here, but it was my hope that you would enjoy me bringing you on along for something different today. So let me know if you like that. I'm doing stuff like this all day long, every day. If you like coming behind the scenes and seeing something different, I'll mix in some cooking wherever I can. Just go ahead and let me know. Until next time, this is Todd. I'm saying praise the Lord and pass the food.